Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. Episode 21 of the season now, and let's just get on with it. What is it, Baratical? Have you heard of something called the Marauder's Map? Get out of my classroom. It's just that I talked to Peeves, and he mentioned that his friend had the map. But his friend hates my brother and potions for some reason, and I was hoping you... Believe it or not, I had some hope for you, Baratical. Now it seems like you're destined to throw your life away just like your brother and Hayward. You mean Penny? What happened to her? She was my most gifted student, but has abandoned her studies and lost any chance of passing her OWL exams. I'm sure she's just upset about her sister. Everyone experiences tragedy, Baratical, so overcome it, while others allow it to consume them. Some overcome it, while others allow it to consume them. It appears that Hayward has resigned herself to being consumed. It's only a matter of time before she discovers a more direct path to self-destruction. I have to find Penny before it's too late. Yeah, we do, but that's the end of the story for this chapter. And no, part 1 isn't over yet, guys. No. Gonna do something else. I think not. I'm never able to complete those special adventures. But one thing I think I will do is come and practice dueling some more. So yeah. Here we go. Yeah, sorry love, just one more bad move. And you're out. Yeah, sorry. But you were only a second year, and I'm a 5th. So, and I'm a much higher attribute level than you. But that's it for this part, guys. So stay tuned for the next one. And that's the next part of this, when we'll move on to chapter 6. So until then, stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. And it's now time to start Year 5, Chapter 5 of Hogwarts Mystery. Let's go and meet Penny at the Grand Staircase. There she is. Penny, are you okay? I don't think Beatrice can hear me anymore. She can only see me some of the time. She's so afraid. I should have never let her out of my sight. She should have never come to Hogwarts. We should have never messed with the vaults. We're going to save her, Penny. How can you be sure? Because we won't stop trying until she's safe. I was so worried about doing well on my potions, OWLs, but now I don't even care. How can I care about anything but my sister? I don't know what I'll do if I lose her, Semajical. You won't. It feels like she's already gone. Let's just talk, Penny. I'll make you feel better. No, it'll make you feel better to get it all out. And we'll work out how to save Beatrice. Well, luckily we only need 1 star to pass this, and we have enough energy points to achieve that, so... Yep, there we go. And, well, technically we actually don't need the extra 4 stars because they're just bonus. Stars. And, well, I always like to go for the full whack, even if only 1 star's needed for a certain task. So, guys, I think that'll be it for this episode, and I'll ask you to join me for the next one soon. But until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a Semajical day. Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 22 of the season now, and it is time to carry on. Thank you for being here for me, Semajical. Do you feel any better? Yes, but I don't think I'll ever really feel right until Beatrice is safe. I hate seeing you like this, Penny. There has to be something I can do to help you. I suppose there is something you can do. Meet me in the forest grove. The forest grove? Okay. I have a time toffee and I'm gonna use it. There we go. Thanks for coming, Semajical. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better. What are we going to do in the what are we doing in the forest? Searching for the unicorn. Searching for a unicorn horn. Why? I only know of one way to make myself feel better while we work out how to save Beatrice. I just need the proper ingredients. People hunt unicorns in the Forbidden Forest. People hunt unicorns in the Forbidden Forest? I don't think anyone could be evil enough to kill a unicorn. But they die of natural causes, and I'm sure they're sometimes eaten by beasts, like trolls and acromantulas. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's exactly what Professor Quirrell does in the first book. Spoilers, guys, for anyone who hasn't read it yet, but say, what are you doing? They catch him drinking the blood from a unicorn. Then again, it's probably hopeless. Nothing is ever hopeless. We just need more light to have a proper look. Lumos! Why do these one-star tasks always take, or sometimes take, the longest time periods when you don't even need that long to collect the star? It's not like we're taking a class here. Okay, we need to take our first break from this episode now, guys. But join me back here after this. Welcome back, guys, and we're just gonna get right back to this. I found a unicorn horn. Well done, Semajical. Meet me in the Transfiguration classroom to get the next ingredient. And so we do it. What ingredient are you looking for in the Transfiguration classroom? Porcupine quills. I was hoping to find a porcupine since we use them sometimes, but I don't see any. They aren't very shiny. I doubt Ratepig's Niffler will be of much help. Yeah, well, I missed him. And he's quite resourceful. He helped me find all sorts of things last year. Now that I think of it, McGonagall taught us to turn a porcupine into a pincushion in our second year. And the pins in those cushions are pretty glittery. If we can find a pincushion, I should be able to change it back. Do you think you can find a pincushion, Sickleworth? Perfect! Let's start searching. Yes, very perfect. Here we go. If you only need 1 star, why not just make it like the hour-long session? Okay, so that's it for this episode, guys. Sorry, did I say episode? I mean part. Join me in part 3. Welcome back, guys. And this is part 3 of the same episode you've been watching. I found a pincushion. I couldn't have done it without your help, Sickleworth. Can you turn the pincushion back into a porcupine? I can try. Reparafade. And there we go. You did it, Semajical. You too, Sickleworth. I'll collect the porcupine quills. You should try to find someone who can get us powdered moonstone. And we can go and meet Jay. Oh. Jesus Christ, sorry guys, but yeah, I'm trying to record an episode here. No, oh, for God's sake. I don't want to play that dumb adventure. Were you able to get the powdered moonstone? Yeah. I had to promise a couple of favours to a guy I know in Nocturne Alley, but I got it. That's brilliant, Jay. Can I have it? After we do our work. Pitts has his beady little eyes on you. I thought he'd keep me out of the kitchen. And that will be it for this episode, guys. We'll continue on in the next episode. Until then, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 23 of the season now, and it is time to carry on. Here we go. Here's your powdered moonstone, Semajical. Why do you need it? I'm helping Penny Hayward gather a bunch of potion ingredients. Sounds like a lot of work. Why are you helping Penny? She's my friend. I fancy her. She helps me with the vaults. She's one of my best friends. She'd do the same for me. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Let her know that I always have work for a potions expert if she's interested. Thanks again for the powdered moonstone, Jay. I owe you. My pleasure, Sir Magical. Good luck helping Penny find the rest of the ingredients. And now it's time to go and meet Penny. No, I said it's time to go and meet Penny. You're not going to force me into doing an event that I don't want to do. Professor Sprout is covering hellebores today. Syrup of hellebore is the last ingredient I need for my potion. That's brilliant. I'll help you gather some. I don't know why you're always so nice to me, Sir Magical. You're my friend, Penny. I'll do anything for you. I don't deserve you, Sir Magical. I couldn't get through this without you. Sprout is about to begin the lesson. Let's get your syrup of hellebore. Okay. It's a ridiculously long time when all you need to complete it is 1 star. Why can't it be an hour? And that's it for this part, guys. Ask you to join me for part 2. Welcome back, guys. Let's get back to this, shall we? I got some syrup of hellebore. Me too. Let's meet later and brew the potion. And push for time. Why give us a time toffee if you're not going to let us use it? You know what that means, guys. I'm going to have to wait again, so see you, or ask you to join me in part 3 of this episode. Alright then, guys, it's this time to continue once again. We need to meet Penny. Thank you again for helping me gather all of these ingredients, Semajical. Of course, Penny. Are you finally going to tell me what you're brewing? Draught of Peace. It's specifically made to relieve anxiety. They say Madame Pomfrey administers a lot of it to students who are worried over their OWLs or NEWTs. It might be the only thing to stop me from going mad until we work out a way to save Beatrice. I understand. Let's brew the draught of peace. Okay, this is a 5-star requirement, as we're brewing a whole potion. Okay, so and we need to take a break, guys. So, after this, welcome back, guys. We have an hour of this task left. So we're getting pretty fine for time. Or pretty strapped for time, should I say. And we're done. We did it! We brewed a perfect batch of the draught of peace. Are you sure you want to drink this, Penny? I'm honestly not sure now that it's in my hands. I want to be able to sleep and think straight instead of constantly agonizing over Beatrice. But if I don't brew it right, it could be dangerous. Besides, maybe I should be feeling this way. Should I drink the draught of peace, drink the potion, or don't drink the potion? What do I have to do? I don't think you should, Penny. I know you're worried, but you're strong enough to deal with it on your own. And if anything went wrong, I'd never forgive myself. Besides, you proved that you can handle anything after I told you not to drink the forgetfulness potion. Thanks, Semajical. I know you're always watching out for me. You've been dealing with your missing brother for years without using potions to cope, Semajical. I've always admired your bravery. Thank you again for all your help. I can't imagine what my life would be like without you. I feel the same way, Penny. I'll always be here for you. We need to work out how to save our siblings, Semajical. I think I know someone who can help. Who? Someone you've never met before. Someone who's devoted his life and his afterlife to helping people. The Fat Friar, by any chance? Anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. Stay tuned for the next one, won't you? But until then, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have us a magical time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. Episode 24 of the season, and I'm going to attempt to do the Search for the Mirror of Erised side adventure. So here we go, let's go to the Great Hall. I know my track record for actually finishing these events is rubbish, but I can't keep ignoring them every time they come up. They make you choose one even if you don't play it. So, watch us, Semajical. Have you heard? The professors are all worked up today about some lost magical artifacts. They do look a bit concerned about something. Do we know what's gone missing? Not yet, but they seem quite keen to get it back. Why do you think they're so concerned about finding the magical artifacts, Semajical? It could be dangerous, it could be valuable, it has sentimental value. Perhaps it's dangerous, and Dumbledore is concerned for the students if we get a hold of it. Of course, that makes sense. Hogwarts certainly has its share of dangerous magical artifacts. Is it wrong that I'm more interested if it's dangerous? One thing's for sure. Mr. Filch and all the teachers will be looking for this missing artifact. they won't be the only ones. What do you mean, Marula? Are you up to something? Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Finding a missing artifact is important to Professor Dumbledore. That's exactly why we're interested in whatever it is. Well, we can't let you leave until we know exactly what you're up to. So tell us what you're planning, Marula. Well, this isn't going to be too difficult. Here we go. Told you so. Whatever the missing artifact is, it's gone missing for a reason. So Esmeralda and I intend to find it first. And we don't plan to give it back to the headmaster until we've had our fun with it. That's a terrible idea, Marula. I'm not interested in what you think about my ideas, Haywood. Penny wants to help the headmaster find the lost artifact. Perhaps we'll return it to Dumbledore before you cause any trouble with it. That sounds brilliant, Semajical. You'll definitely need luck to beat us to it. And first you need to figure out what it even is that's gone missing. Which is why we're going to bring in the help of a few friends. The hunt for the headmaster's missing magical artifact is on. Go to the courtyard. Okay, so now the hunt is on. Well, look who's here. Found the missing magical artifact yet, Baratical? We're not even sure what we're looking for yet, Marula. But we're confident we're going to beat you and Esmeralda to it. Then you'll have to beat me too. You're looking with Marula and Esmeralda, Tulip? I'm surprised, aren't you, Semajical? Marula and Tulip have certainly had their differences, so it's definitely surprising to me that you'd work together. I can understand that. It is Marula after all. But we're not exactly working together. I just want to find out what the missing magical artifact is. And most of all, to have a chance to use it before the headmaster realizes we have it. I suppose that makes a bit more sense, even if I don't like it. Tonks is the one who told me what was going on. And I couldn't resist the idea of the missing artifact could have excellent prank potential. Enough pattering on! We still need to figure out exactly what we're looking for so we can begin the hunt. I say we brainstorm together to figure out what Dumbledore is looking for. Why would we talk about any of this with you, Esmeralda? Yeah, we're trying to beat you to the missing artifact, not help you find it. If you and Penny are convinced you can figure out what it is first, you shouldn't be worried, we'll beat you to it. Esmeralda is right, so let's try to figure out what the magical artifact Professor Dumbledore's looking for. Okay, that requires 5 stars. So it's one of those things. That I'm gonna have to ask you to join me in the next part 4. Welcome back, guys. It's now time to start this. So, those of you who have made it this far into the game already by this point, and maybe already taken this adventure, how long did it take you? Let me know down below in the comments. Because we'll be right back after this, guys. And we're back, guys. And this is nearly done, this part of the adventure. Well, this specific task is. There we go. Seems as if working together to figure out what's missing is a good idea. Sounds like the pensieve could be missing, or maybe even the sword of Gryffindor, or the sorting hat. What Mr. Filch was overheard saying about catching us before we look into the glass makes the most sense. It sounds like Professor Dumbledore has lost the Mirror of Erised. What is that? All this fuss is about a mirror? Is he worried about combining his beard with the wrong direction or something? Combing his beard the wrong direction, sorry. I read about it once. The Mirror of Erised shows the witch or wizard looking into it their ultimate heart's desire. I show not your face, but your heart's deepest desire. But the deepest and most desperate desire of your heart. Now that's something I am excited to see. Now that's something I am excited to see. I bet I'll see myself performing the ultimate prank with Tonks. I have so many dark desires I want to witness. We're definitely going to beat you to the mirror. We'll see about that. Semajical and I are a pretty brilliant team. Less talking, more searching. Let's go. Marula is so cocky. She's also quite smart. I don't know how we'll find the mirror first, Semajical. You're smart as well, Penny. So perhaps we find the mirror by doing what you do best. You mean studying? Exactly. It's time to go to the library to learn everything we can about the famed mirror of Erised. Research with Penny. And our first reward is now radar. It's a shame it's not an instant energy boost. Thanks for meeting me to research the missing mirror of Erised, Semajical. Thank you for gathering all these books, Penny. Have you learned anything that might help us find the mirror yet? I'll tell you everything I know so far, and we can look for more information too. If we learn as much as we can about the mirror, perhaps we'll beat Marula and our other friends to finding it. That would surely make Professor Dumbledore happy. Especially if we can return this important artifact before anything bad happens to it. So let's study up on the mirror of Erised. And we're going to have to do that next time, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching and have us a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 25 of the season, and this is part 2 of the Search for the Mirror of Erised side quest. Here we go, let's now research the Mirror of Erised. Well, we've learned a bit more about the mirror's origins, including when it was made and what it might look like. With its gold frame and inscription, It says the description reads, Erised stra eru oit oit ube kafru oit on woshi. It certainly sounds quite powerful and intriguing. I can understand why the headmaster wants it back. Good thing Marula isn't here. Reading about the Mirror of Erised might make her want to find it even more. I'm not sure I'd even want to see my heart's desire in what my heart's desire was in the mirror. I noticed you're reading about the Mirror of Erised. You wouldn't be trying to find it, would you? We are looking for the mirror. We're not looking for the mirror. We are looking for the mirror, Madam Pince. Professor Dumbledore is quite keen to get it back. And we'd like to help him. This is a matter for your teachers, and you'd be wise to heed my advice. The Mirror of Erised is a powerful magical object, and the reflection one sees there could be compelling, alluring, and even mystifying. It is not to be trifled with, especially by immature students. The way you talk about the mirror, it seems like something that would be hidden away quite carefully. I agree. Yes. And an even wiser witch or wizard might argue that the hiding place would need to be wisely hidden as well. But enough about that. A library is for silent learning, not prattling on. And I am one witch who takes her own advice. I think Madam Pince may have just given us a clue to where the Mirror of Erised is hidden, Semajical. You mean a hiding place that is hidden itself? Yes, perhaps Madam Pince is referring to the Room of Requirement. Rumours say it's located off one of the corridors on the 7th floor, and is perhaps unplottable. And if the mirror has gone missing, why do we even need to find the Room of Requirement at all? You're right. If it's where it was kept, it's clearly not there anymore. Hold on, Penny. Perhaps we don't need to find the room itself. Maybe if we search the corridors, we might find a clue to where the mirror went. Semajical, that's brilliant. Shh! I will not warn you again. Sounds like it's time to go search the corridor for clues, Penny. And I think I'll recruit some help. From Barnaby Lee. And since you could use another pair of eagle eyes, I'll ask my friend Talbot Winger to help you. Oh ho ho. Okay. So meet Talbot. There's some magical. Cheers, mate. Hello. Penny said you wanted to meet us here. She said it was about your hunt for the Mirror of Erised. It is. And it's nice to meet you, Torbert. Penny thought you could be helpful with our search. And thanks both for coming. Marula, Ismelda, and Tulip want to find the mirror before Professor Dumbledore does, so they can look into it. We both thought it would be quite fun to look in it as well. I didn't say it would be fun, Barnaby. I said it could be meaningful. Fun is easier. I don't think I understand what you mean by meaningful anyway. I mean that what the Mirror of Erised will show you could be profound and powerful, could be a profound and powerful vision. Perhaps of eternal contentment, or even unknown joy. I think fun is pretty joyful. But I guess it's a matter of opinion. Would looking in the mirror be a right lark, like I expect it to be? Or perhaps a profound reflection, to be carefully considered like I expect it to be? What do you think looking in the mirror of Erised will feel like, Semajical? Proper fun, profound and serious? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I think the experience of looking in the mirror will be. I don't know that much about it yet. Or even if any of us will even get the chance to look at it. Or if we should. I suppose you could be right, Semajical, but I do find myself wanting to look. All I know right now is that the headmaster really wants to get the Mirror of Erised back. And beating Marula and Ismelda to it is the best way to do that. So why did you ask us to meet you here in the corridor? The mirror may have been hidden in an unplottable room somewhere nearby. The Room of Requirement? I've heard rumours about that place. Exactly. We know the mirror has likely been taken from there. Perhaps there's a clue here that could lead us to it. How do we know what to look for? We don't. So just check around for anything that's unusual. And race to the Mirror of Erised. Yeah, the race to the Mirror of Erised is important to Professor Dumbledore, which means it's important to us. So let's search for clues to where the mirror may have disappeared to. Yeah. And we'll do that in part 2, guys, of this episode. Welcome back, guys, and we continue to search for clues here, so let's get back on with it. Well, these last 2 stars are just bonuses, so it doesn't really matter if we get them or not. Besides, it's time to take another break, and join me back here after this. Welcome back, guys, and well, here we are. Thanks for the help searching, mates. It seems like the only unusual thing in this hall is this plant pod. That niffler was quite grand enough, and you don't see those in the halls too often. Focus, Barnaby. Like I said, the niffler would be searching for something shinier and smaller than the mirror of Erised. But this plant could be a clue. I believe that's from the Pufferpuff plant. Though I've only seen those in the herbology classroom. And those books were about herbology as well. Perhaps Professor Sprout was here and even knows what happened to the mirror. I'm off to the herbology classroom to find out. And we do have a time toffee, and I'm going to use it. Oh, maybe we don't. I thought I did collect one. So guys, this is where we have to, well, I say take another break, but I'm going to end this episode right here. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Until next time, I thank you for watching and have a Semajical time.